Let's do it. I've been so excited for this chat. Jamie from Big Brother 2003, chatting with Jamie, me from Big Brother 2007. Dude, how do I say your surname? Serta? Is that how I
Soda, yeah.
pronounce it?
So in English it's soda, but in Spanish, because I'm South American, it's cerda. So it's
I'm
a
not
little
going to
bit
be able to
harder
say
for
that.
the Anglo tongue. You got to roll your R a little bit. So give it a go. Give it a go. It's fun.
Serta.
Hey, you nailed it. Yeah, awesome.
Oh,
Cerda.
wow.
Yeah, yeah, good
Okay.
job.
All right.
It's the rolling of the R that's the tricky part. Yeah.
Those Duolingo lessons have been paying off.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Actually,
even Jamie in Spanish, like in Chile in South America, it's Jaime. But I
it
learned in
is.
primary school very young. It's like, just call me Jamie. I don't care. It's fine.
Okay, so my name's Jamie. My wife's name is Jamie. And
Oh, wow.
we had a son, and I fought to get him called Jamie, but she wouldn't go it. She wouldn't do it. But
It's a hard
we
sell. Fun,
eventually,
but a
yeah,
hard sell.
I thought it was hard. I thought it would. I thought it was a cool gimmick, but apparently a child's not meant to be a cool gimmick. So we settle on Hamish, which is like apparently the Scottish
Mm.
version of Jamie.
Oh,
So
that's lovely.
I'll call it a win. Um,
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, yeah.
I'll call it a win. Um, so, Jamie from Big Brother 2003.
Jamie
Where,
from 2007. How are you?
I'm going well, mate. Where are you now?
Uh, I live in Melbourne, but physically, I'm in my car because I'm also a personal trainer. So I am in between clients, and a gym's a noisy spot.
Right. I
And a
guess I mean in a broader sense, if it was one of those magazine articles where they go, where are they now? Where are you now in
yeah.
life? Fill us
Uh,
in.
Busy. I'm doing lots. Like even I'll look at my schedule, take a step back, and go, "Wow, you fitting all that in?" So I am a competitive bodybuilder. So I'm in a natural federation called ICN. I compete natural, so I do natural divisions. I'm a personal trainer across one, two, three, four different gyms. Hence why I have a car office, which is quite comfy, quite handy. I'm also an online coach. So I've got a few online clients. And I'm an improviser. So I do improv shows with my company, Impro Melbourne, down here in Melbourne. So we're in the middle of Fringe Festival at the moment. We do the comedy festival. Throughout the year, we run weekly shows almost every single Saturday and sometimes every Friday and Saturday. Busy, busy, busy. Recently got engaged. Recently won my pro card for bodybuilding, which is super exciting. I was actually yesterday, uh, quite literally yesterday, I picked up my official, actual pro card. They put me on stage here in Victoria because I won it in Perth. And they put me on stage and said, "Hey, no, we want to, your team Victoria, we want to put you on stage here in front of everybody and congratulate you." I was like, that's really nice. Yeah, I'd love that. Thanks.
That's fantastic. And so you're getting married?
Yeah, yeah. So we got
Got to,
engaged earlier this year, and we're looking at either late next year or early 27 wedding, which is fun.
that's
My
cool, man.
wonderful fiance Sophie.
Tell me with this bodybuilding thing, and I did see some footage of you behind the scenes at one of them. Um, why do they paint them gold or brown or bronze
Yeah,
sometimes?
it's purely just to even the stage. Like everybody has a different skin tone, right? So it's just to make everybody look exactly the same, so they can tell them apart. And under like stage lights, under hot lights like that, it washes everybody out as well. So a nice, good dark tan and even coat across the board. You can see all lines, all muscles, striations, anything like that. It's just to even the field, so everybody from any background looks like the guy next to them, so they can really tell the difference and see who's the winner.
So that's a rule, or is that just like an advantage thing? Like it'd be a huge disadvantage if you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'd be a huge disadvantage. Yeah, because also if you're like pale in skin and you're under hot lights, you get washed out. Like you won't be able to see
Mm.
anything. They'll just blur out all of your lines and anything. And like the idea behind it is to look the best you can look, right?
Yeah,
So the
and you
tan helps that.
and you were on there saying you're thirsty, like you have to dehydrate yourself before a competition. Are you getting
Yeah,
your
yeah.
body fat down to like less than 1%? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
there's a
doing?
lot
That
of science
crazy?
behind there. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I get down for a competition. It's a lot harder as a natural athlete, but I get down to about 3-4% body fat, which is ultra low, like not healthy, not recommended. But in the short term for a competition, necessary. And the dehydration is purely just to make muscles pop even more, like under your skin. So if you imagine like Glad wrap, like cling film, If you
Hmm.
were to wrap that around your arm and then pull that in tight, that's what dehydrating you does. Like it pulls your skin tight against muscles, so you can see all the lines and all the feathering and all that sort of really cool kind of stuff, and like veins
Right.
and all that business.
Man.
Yeah,
What does a normal person sit at body fat percentage? Would it be like 10 to 20% would be pretty
yeah. Anywhere in
normal?
like the 10 to 20% is pretty average. Pretty average.
Hmm. Hey,
Yeah.
so Big Brother 2003, right? In those days, I guess the audition process it was way different. You would have actually got a video camera and filmed
Mm.
something like a caveman and,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
put it in a post box and send off a
Yeah.
tape to someone. Is that how
Yeah,
you
we
did
didn't know
it?
what a selfie was back then, right?
No.
There's no such thing as a selfie. Yeah, like I borrowed. Did I borrow my dad's video camera? Because I was 18. Did I borrow my dad's video camera or did I have one myself? Either way, like yeah, tripod, video camera, set it up in the backyard. This is what I did. I set it up in the backyard, and then just recorded, watched it back. It's like, oh nah, record it, watch it back, record it, watch it back. It's like, all right, that'll do. It's a bit messy, but they want to see who I am, and then post that in. Snail mail that in. There's no email.
The mini cassette, right? Is that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
geez,
the
you
really
you
mini
were
ones,
rich. Yeah.
the little ones.
So
Yeah,
is that the first time you applied that year?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember it
Oh,
vividly.
of
Like it
course
was
you couldn't have applied before. You would have been too young, right?
I would have been too young. Yeah, 18 minimum age. Yeah, yeah. So I applied, and I remember, like I got through to the next phase after the tape, where they make you fill out like a psych test online, like you fill out questionnaires.
I remember
And I
that.
remember being at a friend's house and just realizing, oh my god, the cutoff is today. Oh my god. So they're all having a party out in the back, and I run, like, man, I really need to borrow your computer. Jump down and sit down and just sat there for like a couple of hours, just filling this psych test out to get it through. And luckily, I did because I got in.
Somehow you passed. I
Yeah,
mean,
we passed.
it was a weird test, that psych test, right? It's like, are you ever on top of a building and feel like jumping off?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
uh,
Some really
who's answering
explicit stuff.
yes?
Like, oh,
Who's like, I guess, unwell people?
mm,
Maybe I don't.
yeah,
I can't imagine that anyone that I know would be ticking yes to that question.
yeah. That's how they weed them out, I guess. Yeah, to make sure nobody's going to go in there and hurt themselves or anybody. Yeah, they have to be
Maybe.
really stringent, right?
I guess, or
Mm.
just like covering yourself legally. It's like we
Yeah.
did a psych
Also,
test. If they lose the plot, then that's
yeah.
on
Also,
them.
we tried, guys. We tried.
We
Yeah,
tried.
we did the best we could do.
Did did you apply for any other shows?
No, no,
Really?
no. Yeah, I got hilariously enough asked to be on Maths a few years ago.
You
And I was in a
did.
relationship with somebody else at the time. So yeah, it was very, very interesting. I was like, oh, how'd you guys get my number? It's like, oh, industry is like, oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, cool. No, I'm cool. I'm
And you
cool.
knocked back maths.
Yeah, knockback maths. Yeah, a few years ago. I was in a relationship. I was fine. Yeah. But yeah, no,
Okay.
no other reality shows like that. Like I got approached to go into. Oh, I don't think it eventuated into too much. Do you remember the one where it's kind of like tag, but in an obstacle course? It was like 2 years ago ish.
Ooh, was it called tag or something like that?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
vaguely
I've got a
familiar, maybe, but it was
vague
like an obstacle
idea.
course. They had everybody had their own like thing, and I was going to be the fitness PT guy.
Okay.
And they wanted just like a big, big obstacle course, but it was a game of tag. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. No, I'll hurt myself. Pass. Thank you.
Oh, so you'd be good on like what is it, American Ninja, that type show?
Yeah, like
Like
American Ninja, that'd be awesome. Like
that'd be
Gladiator,
sick.
if they ever do that in Australia, Gladiator would be awesome.
I don't think they pick
Gladiator,
I don't think they
ready.
pick the natural guys for that. Somehow
Yeah, they
I'm
might not.
thinking it's a
They
little
need to
bit
be the
of
big monster boys. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I'm not big
okay.
enough for that one.
You so you had a partner, so you didn't do maths, but
Yeah.
you you had a girlfriend before you went into the Big Brother house, and then you
Mm.
were saying in the house that you broke up just before you went in. She broke up with you. Is that how did that
Yeah,
go
it was.
down? What
I think
happened?
it was kind of like a logical choice. And
It's very
interestingly
cold.
enough, yeah, it was her who brought it up. Yeah, she was like, you know what, you're gonna go in there. Uh, we don't know what's gonna happen, and we hadn't been together for too long of a time, so like maybe a few months at best. Like it wasn't a years down the track kind of thing. Very short term. She said, we don't know what's gonna happen. If we work out, great. If we don't, do what you got to do. It's fine. We'll reconnect when you come out. I'm like, okay.
It's very logical.
Interesting. Very logical,
That's
yeah. Like it took me by surprise. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, okay,
free
cool.
pass. Now you can
Yeah,
go and do what you want.
Yeah, what do the movies call it? A hall pass, yeah.
Oh, pass, yeah. Oh, wow.
But yeah, but like in my year, it wasn't really big on like hookups and all that sort of stuff, right? I think early
No.
on it wasn't massive on that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
noticed that there weren't a lot of single people. Like
yeah,
you were in the Square House, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, Jamie is single, and one of the girls is single
mm,
so far." And before
yeah,
they'd sort of had more if you coming in before they put the houses together.
yeah. Whereas like when now that reality TV is kind of like evolved, and I guess producers have figured out the formula. Let's throw in a bunch of single people, fuel them with alcohol, and see what happens. Whereas back then it was
Yeah,
quite literally a social experiment. What happens? All these walks of life. Let's put them together into one house. What happens, which is what attracted me to the show. Like when Big Brother started becoming a thing, was that was genuinely what I was interested in. Because back then there was no social media either, right? Like
that's
there
right.
was nobody had any Instagram, Snapchat, any of that sort of stuff, and it was just, oh, that sounds very interesting. I'll be a part of that. I'm curious about this.
And see, all of the interactions with online was all happening. I mean, even in my year, 2007, was all happening predominantly on message boards. It was
Mm,
like Big Brother forums, Big
yeah,
Brother message boards. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
went into the house and Facebook wasn't even a thing yet.
yeah. It
It,
wasn't.
it was. It, we went in with MySpace pages, and when I came out, I remember one of the producers saying to me, "Oh yeah, MySpace is dead. It's all Facebook now." And I'm like, "What's this Facebook?"
Yeah, wow, right.
And it's still around. It's still a huge part of my life. But
And
um,
it's still here. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
did you
yeah.
go through the forums and see what people were saying? And
Yeah, so I remember coming out of it,
they tell
and
you not
then
to, right? Oh well, they told me not to. Did
yeah,
they
they
tell
said
you
just be
not to?
mindful of what you're reading.
Yeah,
So they we sat down in like this room, and there was like a tech guy sitting there with me, and we jumped on like this live Big Brother chat with a housemate kind of thing.
yeah, I did that.
And so yeah, yeah, as well, they had the same thing.
Yeah.
And so on
So
that forum, like everybody's sending questions, chat, and I'd sit there and just answer the questions, like dictate, and the guy would type it and send it off,
do
which is
remember
cool.
that?
So that was the only like social media kind of thing happening at the time. Other than that, it was all analog, right? Can I have your autograph? Can I get a photo?
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
of that, and I'm thankful for that in a way because
yeah,
memes weren't even a thing.
yeah,
Imagine now, I think back and I'm like, I would have been a meme or a GIF
yeah, right.
or
Like any
something.
little something, and it can explode and be there forever,
That's right.
forever. Like,
You
sure, we
become
don't have the hundreds of thousands of followers that the new guys get, but we're also safe from like the world of social media where they can just take something and run.
and run with it, and then you're
Yeah,
bad news Brian for the rest of your life, or any
yeah,
one of those
exactly.
memes.
You, young man, are cancelled.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Like it's in my mind sometimes of if someone went back through all that footage of all that time I was in there, that there'd be probably something that didn't age well that I
There
said,
has to be, yeah. There
right?
has to be, yeah.
20
And
years
like,
ago I would have said something wrong.
yeah, 20 years ago, the jokes were different, like everything was different, society was different. Like we've evolved since then, but the internet doesn't care about evolution. They go, you said this 20 years ago, you're out of here.
That's right. You're
Yeah,
what are
exactly.
you now? 41-ish.
41.
Yep.
When you say that out loud like that, yeah, 41-ish. Yeah. I was
And at the
18
time
and young.
one of the youngest ever housemates put into the house. Why did they
Yeah, so
choose
me and
you?
Leah were the two youngest. Yeah.
Why do you reckon they chose
Uh,
you?
I remember in the group interviews, where the group scenarios where they put everybody into groups, like a room full of what, 50 people,
Hmm.
and got everybody to interact with each other. I remember the producer at the time who was very interested in like the actual human dynamics, and he seemed like when we had the private one-on-ones with him just to chat, he was very interested in how I spoke to people and how I interacted with them. Like I talked to a lot of people that day, obviously, and just tried to click with everybody, but like learn from everybody because there's all walks of life and like people you would never on your normal day to day run into or have in depth conversations with. So to me, that was fascinating. It's like, I would never meet you in real life. I want to know everything I can about you right now. Talk to me. So maybe that,
Hmm.
maybe also like a touch of, oh, we need somebody on the younger side now. Cool. Great. Anything
Ticking
like
off a
that?
demographic,
That would
perhaps.
be my guess. Yeah. Taking off a demographic, somebody who they know is going to be able to gel and talk to people and not just be, standing in the corner. I don't know anybody. I can't talk to anybody. But like, because it's a show about interaction, right? So they want to see people
Yeah.
interacting with each other.
I think it's a show about I think it's a show about conflict. I think that's what they really want at the end of the
Hey,
day.
drama makes good TV. Yeah.
Drama makes good
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
Which is at the very start, like the reruns of the seasons have been great to watch. That's been some good TV. The reruns. My fiance was glued to my season the whole time they ran it. And them sticking Ben and Joe in the house together like a cop and a lawyer. Yeah, of course. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, great, great TV.
I've actually never even met Ben. I've met a lot of the guys from different years. I was sitting watching some of your year, and my wife walks in while I'm watching it, and Ben's on the screen. She's like, "Oh, oh, what are you doing there?" And she thought it was me, and I've
Oh,
been mistaken for Ben. I
yeah, wow.
when I had longer hair and it wasn't so
Okay.
grey, but and I remember in the forums, and sometimes people would say like, "Are you the same guy?" There was some sort of conspiracy thing getting around at some point that Ben and I were the same person.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
we're not. We're not. We just
Yeah.
look similar.
Yeah, yeah. No, I can see the resemblance, but yeah, no, I can pick you guys apart. But also, like, Ben was my year, so I know the dude.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
because well, you weren't in the roundhouse for very long. You were in the square house or the
Yeah.
don't care house.
Yeah.
As
Yeah. Yeah.
they said you didn't have as good a teamwork. You didn't collaborate as well.
Oh,
And
right.
that's what they were saying anyway. The
How
difference between
dare they? How
yeah,
dare they? We
right.
had a great time in Outhouse. Like one of the things that I pulled out of there that was to me was super interesting was how you take away all the outside distractions and adults learn to use their imagination again. For
Mm.
me, that moment was like, wow, you guys, we're just inventing games and entertaining ourselves. Like at one point, because we had a little sandpit, we'd be making up games on that sandpit the whole time as grown adults, right? Like, wow, I have not done this in since I was a child.
And anyone that had a spa in their house, the
Ugh.
last time they played Truth or Dare in the spa in the Big Brother house, it's the show. Like I think it has a way of kind of regressing you a little bit
Mm,
to a younger age because
yeah,
suddenly all of your power's taken away. There's a big booming voice from above that tells you what to do, and you
yeah,
feel like a kid again because you don't have any
yeah,
control, you don't have any say.
yeah. That's right. Yeah, you just take orders and go for it. That's it. You play within the boundaries that you're given, and that's it. Yeah, you do
But
something wrong, Big Brother will smack.
that's right. Well, it
Yeah,
was worse than a smack for us. I mean, I think it would have been the same for you guys, wouldn't it? That he'd take away food budget.
the rations. Yeah,
And then everyone would get really dirty on you if you lost
yeah.
money off the food budget. Oh,
God, what do you mean? Beans for a week? What do you
$4
mean?
off. That's less toilet paper.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What a time to survive through. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that there's a kinship, there's kind of like a brotherhood there. And it's we were saying this before the interview about so it's kind of connection that you've got with
Mm,
someone. Um
yeah.
I don't know if it's a trauma bond
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, right.
not
Trauma
exactly.
bonded. Yeah, we're all
Well,
trauma
I don't
bonded
know.
together. Yeah, like I've run
Something
into a
like that.
few housemates throughout the years, just like randomly people in other seasons, and like, it's like I've known you the whole time. And you just
Yeah.
get together and chat, and yeah, you just instantly you've got this really not next to each other, but intimately shared history.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you just kind of
Did
compare notes and stuff.
Did you bump into people from other shows like Biggest Loser contestants?
Randomly when there were events and things. Yeah, just at like different events, or back in the day when the nightclub circuit was a thing.
Oh yeah.
Back when they used to take us into nightclubs for the night, like the nightclubs would hire a Big Brother ex-housemate and put him in there for a night, and they'd have a few people up there. It's like, oh, hey, what's your name? Randomly, or like even on the, because I'm a coach, I run into a lot of people. I had one of the ladies was in a different season to mine, and then I started posting like one day, just something popped up, so I reshared it, and she's like, oh, you were on Big Brother? I was on Big Brother. I'm like, oh. We didn't know that. What year were you? What year were you? And just she was another few years down the track. Like, isn't that funny?
That is weird. Do people still
Super weird.
recognize you from the show? Does that happen at all?
Super randomly, like super, but mostly people in my age bracket, just my age bracket. Yeah, yeah. Like maybe now these days, like once every 6 months, which is
Yeah, I think
still
that's I think that's about what I'm down
Yeah, about the
to.
same.
About the same.
Yeah,
Be a
like as
few
the years have
times a
gone on, it
year.
was like 3 times every 6 months. Then it kind of peters out, and it just kind of trickles down, trickles down. But these days, it's only just like diehard fans now, like people who just love the show. Yeah, but I'm also getting people asking for advice, like, "Hey, yo, I want to apply for Big Brother. What do I do? How do I do it?" I was like, "Man, honestly, you just got to be you. You don't know what they're looking for. You just got to be you, and that's it. And then hope they're looking for you."
I think people do try to play the game a bit and go,
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm going to try and anticipate what they want and then give that to them.
yeah.
And look,
Because
I think there is certain things you can do to maximize your chances.
like, yeah, they're looking for personalities, right? They're looking for not just somebody who's keeps to themselves, who's quiet, who isn't interesting to watch. Like that's what TV is, right? We watch stories because we want to look at people and look at these interactions and know their story. Like that's what makes a good movie, right? Getting invested in a character and following their journey.
That's right. No, and it is amazing. Like I found how attached people become to you.
Mm.
Did you have any of that?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, randomly people would come up and just show me like throughout the years a lot more of like cutouts and things or photos on their phones. Like, hey, remember when we took this? Like, oh, I don't, but that's awesome. That's super cool. I'm sorry, there was a lot of people that day. But yeah, like real randomly, I'll get people even just finding me on Instagram, like more so now that the seasons have come up, like it popped up for a little bit more, saying, "Oh, I remember you. We met at so and so." I was like, "Ah, that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, thank you. That's really nice. It's nice to be remembered."
It's a nice feeling. I look,
Yeah, it's a nice feeling.
I'm I'm never like 100% comfortable with it, but I'm
Yeah,
always happy for it to happen. I don't know, I feel a
yeah,
bit weird about it. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm a big star, like
yeah,
because I'm
exactly.
not. I was on a
Yeah,
show for like 70 something days for 18 years ago.
yeah.
It's not, but it's nice if that meant something to someone,
Hmm.
and I'm always happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's nice if they had a wonderful experience off of something we did. Like that's
That's
lovely.
right.
Like, what more can you ask for, right?
That's a beautiful thing to have in life.
Yeah.
That is. And yeah, my wife cyber stalked me after the show
Yeah, mine did.
and
My
I ended up
fiance
marrying
did.
her. She did too?
Yeah. Like now that the season's run out, she watched everything religiously and started Googling my name.
No, I met my wife because she was watching the show and
Oh,
ordered me off TV like she was ordering something from Danos Direct.
oh wow.
She's um,
Good on her.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and she
Knew
has
what she
since
wanted.
well,
Knew what she wanted and she
she
got it.
she 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 almost got what she wanted. Okay, I was like her third pick.
Oh.
I think I
Wait,
was
wait,
like
same season or different
her
seasons?
third pick. She what? No, because it was like three Jamies.
Oh.
That you were her first pick. She didn't get you. I
Ah.
think Brooksby was her second pick,
Yep.
and me. And
That's
I think
super funny.
I only beat O'Brien. So
Oh,
look,
I
she got
remember
a
Jamie
third
O'Brien.
prize.
Yeah.
And in looking into this, I think Jamie is tied with Michael as the most common name for Big Brother Australia housemates. I
Oh,
think
that's a
that
fun
there's
fact.
I think it is. Someone
Yeah.
fact check me on that, but
That makes sense.
I think there's about four of each, four or yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That
So if
makes
you want to get onto
sense.
Big Brother, you need to be called Jamie or
There's a
Michael.
hot tip. Yeah, yeah. There's a
Yep,
hot tip. Actually, change your name. Say it's Jamie.
yep. Do
The
that.
odds are in your favor.
Do that. Or Saxon. There was a couple of Saxons, but one of them that wasn't his actual name. He
Yeah.
had to
So
change
Saxon in
it.
my year. Yeah, he's so because it's purely because we had two Daniels and he's a Daniel. So it's just to make it easier for the audience. They grabbed his middle name, which was Saxon, and then ran with that.
Was O'Brien in your year, Jamie?
I
I think-
think
He was. He
from
was,
memory,
but
he was
he
after
entered
I'd
the house
left.
after you'd left.
He was the replacement, like an intruder. Yeah. And they went, oh, another Jamie. I'm like, yep.
It'll do. The other one's gone, so we can keep his
Yeah.
name. They
The other
probably would
one's
have
gone.
changed
Keep
his
his
name
name.
if you were in there at the same time.
What's that?
They probably would have changed his name if you were in there at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I think first come, first served. So I would have kept mine, and they would have asked him to to say, "All right, we need a nickname. What's your nickname?" Yeah,
Yeah.
JB, Jo, O'Brien, or Brian. Was it O'Brien or Brian?
I think it's O'Brien, but don't quote me on that. I'm probably going to say a whole lot of things wrong, and that's fine. The comments will
Yeah.
correct me.
Fact check, guys. Yeah, yeah.
um, hey, lockdown for you was a shorter time, I think, right? I was in lockdown for I'm trying to remember back, and I think it was 1 week. I don't think it was 2 weeks. I think it was only 1 week. You
Mm.
guys were in lockdown. I know Ben was saying he was only in lockdown for about 3 days.
It was 3 days. Yeah, it was 3 days. Yeah, we only got locked down for 3 days, so we're allowed. You probably the same. Let me know. We're allowed to take one person.
Yep.
You're allowed to take one person. Yeah. So
And you
I
get a
talked to.
chaperone just come and sit
Yeah,
with you.
and the chaperone. Yeah. So I told my parents like, look, I'm only allowed to take one person. And then both mom and dad looked at each other and went, nope, we're gonna pay our own way, our flight, ask for permission. We're both coming. That and not even out of a protective thing, out of just I want to see everything. I'm just so proud. They wanted to see everything. I remember, oh my God, I remember getting off the show and they said, who do you want to call first? Like, well, obviously, mum and dad. And then talking to my parents, and both of them just crying on the phone, saying how proud they were. I was like,
Oh,
oh, my heart, stop it. Oh, stop it. So they both came up with me. So I got two, both parents, the chaperone, and then 3 day lockdown.
what a nice moment.
Yeah, so
Was
yeah,
that
super
was it
lovely.
Sun City Hotel in up on the Gold Coast? Or
Oh, don't remember the name. Don't
yeah,
remember the name. Yeah,
overlooking the beach.
it was high up. I remember that. That was pretty cool.
I was high up and I could see the beach, and it
Yeah,
was
felt like a rock star. It was super
just
cool.
chilling out in a hotel room. It was good.
Yeah,
It got a bit boring towards the end.
yeah. Did
In the
you? Did
house.
they let you go to theme parks?
No, what? Like during lockdown?
Yo, I went to Movie World. Thank you very
During
much.
lockdown,
It was the best.
you
Yeah,
were no, 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 no. Let me get this
yeah.
straight. You were locked down, and you were
And
still
they
allowed
took
to
us to
go,
Movie World. Yeah, it was cool.
and they made sure
And
you didn't run into each other.
fun fact.
Go.
So in my group interviews, we're talking to people, talking to people, talking to people, and then cool. All right, side story. Lockdown. They took us to Movie World, and we're about to watch the stunt show. And the chaperone is there with me, and I'm standing up, and I go, oh, that guy looks so familiar. I know him. And then the chaperone goes, oh, really? Who? And I looked up and pointed to him, and he goes, nah, you don't know him. Watch the show. It's about to start. And I'm like, okay. 18-year-old me went, okay. And I watched the show. Then we got inside the house, and Vincent was in our group interviews, was in my house, was at Movie World, and it was him. It was him.
Wow.
He walked through the doors, and I screamed, I thought I saw you at Movie World. And he went, yeah, I was at Movie World. Did you see me? Like, yeah. Yep.
Vince is such a cool character. I hung out with him a bit in Melbourne.
Yeah,
Um,
he's
he's such
great.
a he's such a like a low key kind of personality. He's not like over the top. He's not
Yeah,
super loud in your face, but he
super
says the
chill.
funniest things. And he's just such a I think he's just a really intellectual kind of guy as well. He seems
Yeah,
to take a lot
switched
in.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
switched on. Like he'll let things land and sink in, give it a quick thought, and then talk. Yeah. Like me and him got real close inside the house. Like he was, for lack of a better word, my big brother in there. He was awesome. He was super cool.
And Carlo wasn't.
Carlo, yeah, Carlo and I wasn't. It wasn't like that we didn't like each other. I'm just not a fan of being told what to do
He did.
constantly, which is probably why
Yeah.
I'm my own boss now. Like I don't like being told what to do too much. Um, and like I guess he took on this like I'm the super young guy, so follow my lead. I'm like, oh, I don't like that at all.
I
But
get that.
also,
I
yeah,
get that.
yeah,
But
like that was the only little thing that kind of just went, oh, come on, man.
that's why you
Don't
voted for him.
yeah,
Voted
pretty
to a
much. But
bit.
also, like inside the house, when you're that restricted, you also have to look for things to vote for. Like the
Hmm.
amount of times that we had to, like everybody just went blanks. Like I actually like all of you. I need to think of something, and I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say, but I don't even know what I'm about to say. But it's probably going to be pretty minor. And then other times you're like, oh, this is an easy one. Come here.
Like you'd see something during the week and go, okay, lock that
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
That's going to be my
clocked,
reason.
clocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, locked in. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, our year was pretty good. Like a couple of random little tidbits here and there, but we had our 20-year reunion last year, and we organized like Claire, the lovely person that she is, organized everything for all of us. Like she found everybody, put us all in a group chat, which we're still alive with now,
oh,
and then
cool.
got together in Sydney last year, or was it 2 years ago? And it was awesome. Everybody hugging and loving on each other. It was the best.
Oh, wow. Were there
Yeah.
photos from this event?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
If you back scroll through my Instagram, you'll find it. Like I've got we reenacted our group photo from like our last show, like everybody in the exact same position, and then took that photo again. And so on my Instagram, I've got the side by side, like 18-year-old me and 20 years ago everybody to now. And like I think I've probably put on like a carousel with all of that days photos. Yeah, it was.
There's
Oh,
like
it
a
was so good.
group. There's a group photo of us that from my year. That's our main photo. And in that photo, I've just kind of got my arms crossed and I'm kind of looking down. And I always hate it. I look at it and I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
why that second that I was doing that? I was feeling a bit intimidated by it all. It was a
Mm,
very big, very loud
yeah.
house, and I think
Mm,
at your eviction, you said something similar to like what I went through. Is that you're used to being the one of the loudest people in your group, but then you go
yeah.
into a house full of people that are all the loudest people, and
Yeah.
suddenly you're a quiet mouse
Yeah.
compared to these people,
You kind
right?
of got to recalibrate. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Like me with my close group of friends, like I am the loudest one, but in the house, like when you're surrounded by everybody who's that person, you got to kind of reassess and yeah, recalibrate.
Jamie, when you went into the house, your occupation was listed as professional skateboarder. The bit of
Yeah,
BS, wasn't it?
they
You
put me
did
down.
you
They
did
put
you
me down as
ever did you ever get paid to skateboard, or was that like I wish job?
nah. They put me like I was a skateboarder. I was just I
Yeah, a
loved it. I
pro
was just
skateboarder.
my
Come
thing, but
on,
I wasn't
really?
a pro skater. They put me down as pro skater and also pro cleaner. I'm like, I'm 18. That's just a job that I do on the weekends. I was in drama school. In drama
Right.
school then, yeah. It was
And see,
super funny. It's like shit, I'll take pro skater title. I'll be happy to take that. Hell
like
yeah.
like why not singer? Because you were in a band at that stage, punk
Yeah,
band.
yeah. I think also because like we weren't getting paid and it was just like a garage band with me and my mates. So it wasn't big, or anything, like we weren't going around doing tours or shows or anything like that. It
Yeah.
was just a group of all your friends and we all just got together and yeah, formed a band and started entertaining ourselves and friends who'd come over.
Do you still sing punk rock?
No, I do improv singing now. Yeah. So I don't
All
sing punk
right.
rock anymore, but with my theater company, with my improv company, we run musical shows and I'm in there doing that with everybody else, which is super fun. So it's all ad-libbed improvised songs now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like when I went into the house, it was they all seemed really impressed with my job that I was a karaoke host. That was
All
just
right.
that's what I was doing. And I think it might have helped me get some attention. But I
Yeah.
do remember someone in the audition that was there and they were a singer in a band. And they're like, oh, yeah, look, I just want to get on the show and get a bit of a higher profile, and that might help
Yeah.
me and the band get somewhere. And then the producer's like, no, because
Yeah.
I
The
feel
wrong
like you have
reason.
to, yeah, see, I
Mm,
agree. And I think
wrong
you've kind of
reason.
got to play the game
Yeah.
pretending like you don't want the fame, that you're in it
Yeah.
for the experience or for the money. They're happy for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I've got a few people who've come up to me asking me like how, and I asked them, well, why do you want to get on the show? Like, what's that reason? They're like, oh, I just want to be famous. Like, all right, well, that's not going to get you there. I'm sorry. They will see right through that. They will
that's
see right
right.
through that. Yeah. And that's not a genuine interaction. I just want to be famous. Like,
No. And I think,
no.
like you said earlier, it's about authenticity. And
Yeah.
actually wrote and released a book about auditioning for reality TV. And I said,
Oh, cool.
it's make yourself in a way kind of like a simplified and amplified version of yourself, like a one-dimensional, simple version of you. And for me, I was the geeky guy. That was my thing. I was a
Mm.
nerd, and that was true, but there were more layers to me than that.
Yeah.
It was like, and so I think just that was an easy sell. And I'd kind of
Yeah.
noticed
Yeah.
every year that there was always a nerd. So
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'll be the token nerd for
I'll
this
take
year.
that. Yeah. I'll take that. And if there's more behind that, great. That's more for audiences to connect with. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and over
that's what
time
keeps
I'll
bums
let
on
them
seats.
get down into more
Mm.
layers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me one freaky fan encounter that you had. Okay, I could even start you off. Like I had someone mail to me through my agent a full plait of hair, like their whole hair, with this
Oh.
freaky note saying, "I want you to." It was something about I want you to have a part of me, and
Oh.
we'll be bonded forever, and something, something, something.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was just like, "This is some freaky deaky."
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Did you have a freaky
Nothing.
fan encounter?
I've got a couple of ones that were to me were like, oh no, that's a bit much, but not that intense. Like that's intense. Sending you
Yeah.
their hair.
Hmm.
You're a lucky man.
Like probably all of their hair. I know.
That's a big one. Yeah. I think one of them was I've got like randomly I'll get my inbox just and you know where it goes to message requests and I'll just have it sitting there where it says I was your biggest fan. We met at so and so. This was 20 years ago. I've still got that photo. Send me your address so I can send you the photo so you can have it too. I'm like, okay, thank you. But I just kind of
All
like
right.
because I don't even know how to politely decline that. So I just kind of like leave it in my inbox, like on that unread kind of thing. I don't even know how to politely go, that's lovely, but no thanks. So I just kind of, yeah. And then just like randomly, because I also used to manage bars. This was a good 10 years ago. I was a bar manager. So obviously running through people just go and see in your face, see in your face, see in your face. And I had one night had a guy come up to me and say, I recognize you. I remember you. And just super excited. And so that energy is like, oh man, that's awesome. Nice to meet you. I'm Jamie. Hi. He's like, I know who you are. It's like, oh, that's so cool, dude. Great. How's your night going? And so on and so forth.
Hmm.
And then it's like, oh, can I have your phone number? We should hang out. Like, oh, nah. No,
Yeah.
happy to hang out with you tonight, but this is where our friendship culminates. This is the end of it.
That is
Like we should hang out. We should be best friends. Like, oh,
oh,
I've already got a best friend.
it's that parasocial relationship. Like that there's
Yeah.
one side. They've
Yeah.
seen you and they've connected with you and
Mm.
that's it.
Yeah. 100%.
Last
Yeah.
question. Have you ever had a supernatural experience? I'm talking ghosts, talking
Yeah.
werewolves. What? Tell
Yeah.
us. Tell
Yeah.
us
I'm gonna.
before you go. Unless you
Yeah.
have to go, I
No,
understand.
no, no. You're cool. You're cool.
Go.
I'll top this one. Yeah. No, it's so my dad passed away 3 years ago, and I never believed in ghosts or anything like that. But he passed away 3 years ago, and my whole family is like this. Like we're super tight, super super tight. And so he wanted to go in our house. So of course, whatever you want. So he went in our house in his. We hired a hospital bed, put it in the lounge room, so he's surrounded by all of his photos, family, and whatnot. And so one night, I was crying in my sleep, like crying, like pouring. And just like I remember, like, you know, that when you're half asleep and you can kind of be lucid, but kind of not. And I was just mouthing the words in Spanish, dad, puppy. And I was just remember crying. And then I felt this flick in my ear and it woke me up. And I looked around, turned the lights on, empty room. But I felt a finger touch my ear just to wake me up and shake me out of it. Uh, so I do now.
That's a
I do
that's a
now.
beautiful sign
Yeah.
on the other
So that
side.
was dad waking me up so I would stop crying in my sleep. Um,
Still comforting you and looking out,
yeah.
looking over you,
Yeah. Right.
man.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, yeah, mum said that because he had cancer. So, you know, the C bomb affects us all.
Yeah.
And she said that he held on for as long as he could just to make sure that we were all going to be okay with it. And even after he was gone, he was still making sure we're okay with it, which is nice. Like, that's a very lovely memory for me.
It's what a man does. He looks after his family.
Right. Absolutely.
What a
Absolutely.
what a beautiful note to leave it on, Jamie. I appreciate you taking the time to have a talk with me, mate.
My
Um,
pleasure, man.
all the
Pleasure, pleasure.
best,
This
and
is fun.
yeah, if we cross paths again during the season, that'll be cool. But we'll talk later. You got to shoot off.
Yeah. Yeah. Happy to. Happy to chat again. I love shooting shop.
Awesome, man. See you later.
All right. See you, bud.